Alexa. Alright, what's going on, guys? This is Joe. Welcome back to another video. Today is going to be a full day of eating. So everything that I eat in an entire day, my calorie intake is going to be 21 to 2400 calories, and my macros are going to be... So we do not care about macros. We just care about overall caloric intake and making sure we're having plenty of protein on a day-to-day basis. That is all you need to get shredded, and that is what we're going to do. So without further ado, let's get right into it. Alright, so first thing is first, I actually wake up every morning and I take just 5 grams of creatine. This is simply because I just forget later on in the day to take it. So every morning I have this right by my bedside or just in my room in general, and I just take 1 scoop or 5 grams of regular ass creatine monohydrate. So that's the first thing that goes into my body. And before I go make breakfast, I just saw the opening clip and I noticed that this was right by my bedside. For you dirty people on the internet with dirty minds, this is actually benzoyl peroxide. It goes on my face. So get your out of the gutter. All right, so meal one, of course, we are making some blueberry French toast, and I accidentally dropped some on the floor right there. As I was flipping that French toast, I accidentally dropped some on the floor. So when this happens in the kitchen, this is what I usually do. Hey, come here. Come on. Right there. Yum, 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 yum. So, since it is Sunday, I did wake up a little bit later today, so I'm having a little bit of a bigger breakfast than normal. Usually for my French toast, I'll have about 3 to 4 slices. Today, I'm actually having 6. So, this is pretty much meal one. It is going to be 6 slices of French toast with a serving of sugar-free chocolate chips, some PB Fit, which is a powdered peanut butter. So for this breakfast, it's actually pretty big. It's actually gonna be 991 calories for this breakfast, but it is actually 11 o'clock in the morning, and usually around this time during the week, I'll have my second meal of the day, but it's a Sunday and I woke up later, so again, it's a bigger breakfast because of that reason. Alrighty, we got the last bite of French toast. So this is gonna be meal one for the entire day so far. Also, another thing to keep in mind, I'll have one of these every single morning instead of coffee for my morning caffeine. And these guys are actually 10 calories. So when you do add little stuff like this, I kind of just keep this in mind whenever I'm counting calories, because there is calories in this guy. And when you don't add the little things up in the entire day, let's say you had 2,100 calories that you actually counted, and then you just didn't count this or little things like this, you might have actually had 22. So when you're counting calories, don't worry about being completely 100% accurate, because at the end of the day, you're not. There's going to be some give and take. But I actually did count this in the first meal, so this was accounted for. Okay, so it's also Sunday, and today's technically my rest day from the gym and from lifting weights in general, but I do try and stay active on my rest day. So today I'm actually going to go for a bike ride, but before I go for a bike ride, I'm also going to have 1 scoop of BCAAs and 1 scoop of glutamine. There are some calories in here, so there is about 5 calories per scoop in the BCAAs and 10 calories in the glutamine. So I do count those, and you got to make sure that supplementation, if it's like a fruits or vegetables, amino acids, a lot of supplements do still have calories. They're not completely calorie free. So you want to keep that in mind when you're adding your calories up. So if your goal for the entire day is to hit 2,200 calories, usually what I try and do, my recommendation is try and shoot for 2,100 calories, because all the little things like that, the rain, all those things, sauces, right, they all add up at the end of the day. And so if your goal is 2,200, my recommendation is hit 2,100, and you'll probably naturally be closer to 22 because of those little things if you don't end up tracking them. So that's my recommendation when it comes to just the little things like the BCs and the glutamine. But I do and try and account for those, and I'm showing you because there are calories in those guys, so you can't forget to keep those in mind. Okay, so part one of meal 3 is going to be protein ice cream, which is this guy right here. And of course, when you make it, you gotta do the over the head test. If it doesn't fall on your head, then you know you made it right. And as clearly as you can see, I made it right. Okay, so this meal is definitely a Greg Doucette special. We have a big old bowl of Smart Pop popcorn and a thick ass shake of protein ice cream. Total calories for this meal is going to be 580 calories. So this is technically going to be meal 2 for the entire day, but 580 calories for this entire thing right here. Okay, so I just finished the protein ice cream and the popcorn, and so I am at a whopping total of 1,586 calories for the entire day. So I have about one more meal and maybe a snack left for the entire day, and I'm gonna fall somewhere in between the 2,100 to 2,400 calorie range. But I will say that French toast and the protein ice cream with the popcorn for 1,600 calories, I am pretty darn stuffed. So yeah, it's all about eating low calorie dense foods to make you feel full. That's the easiest way to stay in a calorie deficit and lose fat over time. All right, about 7:30, I'm gonna have meal 3, or the third time that I'm eating for the entire day. Having basically a Greek yogurt ice cream bar right here. It's 100 calories. Highly recommend this as far as a snack goes. If you're ever craving ice cream, it's a good alternative and super low calorie. And I'm also having a protein bar, which is a Quest bar, 190 calories. And I'm going to wash that down with a diet root beer. No calories, no problem. So this is okay. All right, it is currently around 10:30 at night. I'm actually preheating the oven because I'm gonna make some protein pizzas. If you follow me on Instagram, you know I make these every single day, or at least almost every single day. We'll make a recipe on how to make these in the future. Alrighty, those are the protein pizzas. They're all decorated. We got some mushrooms and baby spinach and bell peppers on those guys as well. And those guys are gonna go in the oven. Again, I'm gonna make a recipe on those and how to make them very, very soon. So after this, you'll know how to make them. But those are 2 protein pizzas. Go in the oven for about 10 minutes, and this is gonna be the last meal. All right, and here they are. Basically 330 calories for both of these guys right here. They are fresh out the oven. All right, it is the next day. I basically had those 2 pizzas and then just knocked out. But to just kind of just recap everything that I had all that food that the entire day, and it came out to 2,206 calories, 196 grams of protein, 298 grams of carbs, 47 grams of fiber, and 38 grams of fat. And so that's where I landed at the end of the day. Now, again, I didn't track or really aim for a certain amount of macros between protein, carbs, and fats. I just made sure I was hitting my 2,100 to 2,400 calories, and I landed at 22, or just a little over 22. And that's where my macronutrients fell throughout the entire day. I had plenty of protein. I had a balance between protein, carbs, and fats, and as well as plenty of fiber throughout the entire day. So that's part of the reason why I really don't track macros, because they just land in a good spot, and your macros are allowed to vary per day. I don't really try and aim for a certain amount. I just want to make sure I'm having sufficient protein. And that's what it's all about, just having plenty of protein and being in a calorie deficit. You do those 2 things, and you're going to lean out just perfectly fine. If you need any help at all as far as setting up a meal plan, getting a custom workout plan for yourself, go ahead and shoot me an email. I do online coaching. Other than that, though, that's going to be the video for today, guys. I'm going to wrap it up here. Thank you all for watching. Subscribe if you're new. Like, share, comment, all that good stuff. Follow me on Instagram. Link is in the description. And until next time, it's been your boy Joe. Peace.